If you found this video during a season where you've been questioning yourself, your dream, or whether you're moving in the right direction, I need you to hear me. You found this at the exact right time. Not because everything is suddenly going to become easy, bro, but you found it because you're standing at a decision point. Part of you knows you've outgrown the way you've been living, but another part keeps waiting for certainty before you move. The right time is not when fear disappears. It's when you finally decide to answer what keeps calling you. So in this video, I'm going to show you why you're ready for the next level, why it's time to go all in on the dream, and why the struggle you're experiencing doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. And by the end, I want you to make one decision that proves you found this for a reason. I want to start today by saying you're ready for the next level. If you come across this video, bro, you've probably been thinking about this for a minute. You've probably been itching to take that next step. You probably feel like you've been where you're at for way too long. And oftentimes it's crazy what we do to hold ourselves back and the lies and excuses we tell ourselves as to why we're not ready. A client of mine that I worked with, he thought he wasn't ready for the next level. He thought he procrastinated too much, that he was lazy. But you know what was under all that? Fear of failure. And that's a big reason why we stop ourselves. We're so afraid to fail, we won't even give ourselves a chance. I'm telling you, bro, if you're at a point where you failed and you have failed and failed, and you've almost become numb to that, like it doesn't faze you anymore, you start to interpret failure different. If you're there, you're probably ready for the next level because it ain't going to stop you anymore. You're going to use that shit to push you forward. You're going to learn from it. You're going to view it as data, as information, as the lesson. And you're not going to take it so personal because you get to the point where you don't care. You don't give a fuck how many times you fail. You'll fail again and again and again till you get the result or till you get to that dream, to the destination that you have in mind. That's the mindset of the greats like Michael Jordan, Kobe. That's what gets them there. They don't care. They don't even see failure as failure. So once you change the meaning what failure means to you, bro, you're going to start getting closer to that next level. It's crazy how even my client, he thought he wasn't ready. By the time we finished up the session, he knew he was because he called himself out. He found the truth, why he really feared the next level. Because if you fear success, you just fear failure. It's the same shit. And I want to share this. Readiness doesn't always feel exciting. It can feel like restlessness, frustration, or no longer being satisfied with your current life. If you feel stagnant, bro, there's a reason for it. If you feel like your environment is keeping you trapped, it's because you're ready to fucking grow. You're like a caged animal and you gotta go. That's why I moved to Sedona, Arizona 6 years ago because I couldn't stay in Chicago anymore. I felt like a prisoner in my own home. I knew I couldn't grow because I was too comfortable. So I had to make a change. And bro, if you have a dream and it keeps returning, you just can't let it go. Even if you stop and then you start again, there's some part of you that knows there is more available. It's there for you for a reason. You can't do some other shit for a reason. It's your purpose. It's your mission. But just because you're not where you think you should be, we sign ourselves off. And I'm telling you, it's not a legit reason. It's going to take as long as it takes. And it's crazy how many reasons we come up with as to why we're not ready. Maybe you have to be so certain and see so much practical proof that you're ready for the next level. But it's not going to come, bro. It's not how it happens. You got to take the step and have faith. And the truth is, you don't need every answer. You need the willingness to become the person the next level requires. You know what you have to do. If you just trusted your instincts, you know exactly what you have to do to get yourself to the next level, bro. But why aren't you doing it? That's another deeper thing we're covering in this video, the why. What's underneath that? Again, a lot of times it's failure. A lot of times it's low self-worth. A lot of times you don't see how powerful you are. I remember my mentor once told me there is a version of you that has been waiting for a very long time. That spoke to my soul, bro. That was my future self. That was the version I always thought I could be. That version is waiting for you. But you got to become it now. Start doing the things you know you got to do. And your discomfort may not mean something is wrong. It may mean you've outgrown who you've been. It's telling you something. It's a signal. If you don't feel right where you're at right now, it's because something has to change. And if you're willing to change, things are going to change for you because you're not going to be doing the same stuff. You're literally recreating your life, your reality, just by deciding what you're no longer going to tolerate anymore. That discomfort is there. It's telling you something. What's it telling you? Let go of some people, move, go after your dream, stop staying still, staying stagnant. There's a message. Ask yourself, bro, what do I already know I can no longer keep doing? What is it? You know what you got to keep doing, and you know what you got to stop doing. Why aren't you doing it? What is it? Bro, I stopped being an alcoholic years ago because there was so much freaking pain. Maybe, and you got to get to that level to really, really say, I'm done with this shit. It could be in a relationship. And it's crazy that even once you hit a certain threshold of pain, people still don't change and they stay with the same partner and tolerate the same dumbass shit. It's crazy to me. But there's stuff you got to stop doing. And there's things that you can keep doing that are helping you, that are benefiting you, that are helping you grow. So you got to answer this question and anchor in this. You're not uncomfortable because you're lost, bro. You may be uncomfortable because your old life no longer fits who you're becoming. Second thing I want to tell you today, go all in on the dream. It's time. Get the course, get the information, take the risk, stop wasting valuable time. You're losing time, bro. You can be gone tomorrow. You know how many times I've started and stopped? I could have been at such a different level right now. I was wasting it. I was fucking off. I was drinking. I was just doing dumbass stuff, if I'm being honest, you know? And when I went all in on the dream, I stopped being afraid to fail. I stopped being afraid to invest. I started being even more teachable, but I also started trusting myself more because I really believe you got to find your way. And whatever you're trying to build, you have to find a way that works for you. Because I've had coaches that have tried to get me to do it their way. And I did. I tried to, but it felt so off. And that's the thing. Like, you got to trust yourself. And it ain't gonna, if you're using a strategy that's not really you, you're not going to stick with it. If you're in a niche that's not really you, you're not going to stick with it. I've put myself in boxes many times and it never worked out. Once I actually stuck with something, I knew, hey, bro, this is you. This is a deeper reflection of who you are. But I had to make a decision. Before all that, I had to make a decision to go all in. Are you really in or not? You got one foot in and one foot out. If you got one foot in and one foot out, it ain't going to work. Put your money where your mouth is, right? I've invested over 40K into myself. I've been mentored for years. And I've done so much free work. I gave a lot of free sessions when I was first starting off as a coach. I fucking built something from the ground up. And now I'm rebuilding even more. That's what it takes, man. Resilience, strategy, also inner work, right? Facing yourself. I had to stop lying to myself. I had to grow. I had to heal. I had to build. And there were times where I had to stop healing and focus more on the business aspect. But I decided to go all in. And keyword decided. You have to make that one decision that this is what you're going to do. This is your fucking dream. This is your purpose. No one is going to misdirect you. No one is going to point you in a different direction. No one's going to make you doubt it. Know in your heart, this is your shit. This is what you came here to do. We're all helping people one way or another. But once you decide to go all in and that you have it in you to go all in and to get yourself where you want to be, shit changes fast. And that's usually when you get to the next level too. Now I want to be clear. Going all in doesn't mean making a reckless decision or blowing up your life overnight. It means the dream stops receiving only your leftover time, energy, and attention. And look, I get it. If you're struggling, if you're in survival, if you got to make money, I understand. But make it the goal, bro, to do this shit full time. Because even if you just have that in mind, you're going to get to a point where you actually do it, right? But if you're just fucking off and not really taking it serious, and I'm not saying to be so attached to it either. It's such a paradox, right? Like, you got to keep showing up. In many ways, you got to keep showing up. That's probably a better way to put it. But you can't just half-ass this shit. You got to learn the stuff, right? You got to learn how to be the best in your field. You got to learn the algorithm of whatever social media platform you're on. You can't just post whatever you want and shit's going to blow up. Did that for years. There's a way to do this. You got to find that way in your niche, in your platform. Also, going all in means making the work visible in your calendar, your choices, routines, and priorities. Going all in on the process, bro, on the journey, on who you become along the way, not your ability to control exactly when the result arrives. Fuck the how. It's going to happen, right? It's going to arrive. You got to keep showing up. You got to keep doing things the right way, or you're just spinning your wheels and getting nowhere like I did for so long. And remember this, half commitment keeps you trapped in the same fucking question. What would have happened if I had truly tried? Are you really giving it everything? Only you know. Only you know if you're sabotaging, if you're stopping yourself, if you're making it harder for yourself. Only you know. You're really trying. You got to answer that question honestly. Because if you're not, what are you waiting for, bro? Better time than now to go all in. I need you to identify the one action your dream consistently requires from you. What is that for this stage of your life, for this stage of your business or your dream? Because that changes. And once you decide on that action, decide what that action looks like weekly, not merely when you feel inspired. You gotta commit. You can't just do it here and there and expect the results that you want. I've seen a lot of times people, they get traction and they're onto something. They stop posting for a couple days, for a couple weeks. They really kill their own momentum. And I've been there. And that's why I see it so clearly. I'm telling you, bro, don't make that mistake. Keep showing up with the perfect flow that fits you, something you can sustain. Now ask yourself, what would I do differently this week if I stopped treating my dream like an option? Really sit with that. See what comes up. Because you see, your dream doesn't need another promise. It needs evidence in the way you live. Become that version and your dream will come true. You will reach that next level. We'll be ready. The thing is, you are ready. And these questions hopefully are helping you see why that story that you're not ready has so many flaws. It's just your own lies, your own excuses because you're afraid. Maybe it's responsibility that you're afraid of. I've been there too. But bro, no one's going to come and save you. You got to get after it. That's why I have this over here. You create your own opportunities. But you can't create those opportunities while being in fear and letting failure dictate which way you go. I'm telling you, man, you're ready for the next level. You know why this found you. This speaks to your soul, to your gut. It's the right time. It's the perfect time. Just take the next step. Take the next logical fucking step, bro. It can be that simple. What do you need to learn more about? Maybe it's just posting a video, creating a reel. What is it? I wanted to be a trainer. The first thing I had to do was to see where I was going to get my certificate from. Found a school. When that was my next step. Once I found the school, all right, next step is complete the freaking certificate, right? Like, that's all I would focus on. Like the big step. They're small, but big steps. It all matters. But it can be that simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Just what's the next step? And then you keep taking those next steps. And I want you to know, if you're watching this, you're on the right path. The right path isn't always the easiest, fastest, or most immediately rewarding one. And that's where we get confused. Difficulty doesn't automatically mean you made the wrong decision, bro. Some seasons are producing strength, stamina, skills, and belief before they produce visible results. Look beyond what you've received and recognize who the journey is requiring you to become. You're in the becoming. Being on the right path doesn't mean remaining attached to one strategy. Shit changes. You can change the route without abandoning the destination. Be flexible, right? Be committed to the dream, but flexible with the strategies, with the way you get there. You can be moving in the right direction while still living through an unfinished chapter. Maybe you're in a stage of a transition right now. It's okay, bro. And ask yourself, is this path making me more capable of living the life I say I want? Because, bro, the road can be difficult without being wrong. And a lot of people stop because it is difficult, and that's what makes them think that it's not meant for them, that they're behind, that they always fall short. This is the process, bro. It fucking sucks, but it's worth it. If you keep going, you'll be part of that small percentage who actually gets what they want out of this life, gets to live their dream. Now, I want you to make this the right time. That's right. You're making this the right time. We're going to do a little exercise called the right time decision. First thing I want you to ask yourself, what next level have I been feeling called toward? Pause the video after every question. Just give yourself 5 minutes, bro. Set a timer. Take it serious. What next level have I been feeling called toward? Next question. What have I continued negotiating with myself about? Next question. What action can I take within the next 24 hours? I want you to make this action so specific. Again, make that YouTube video. Reach out to a potential client. I want you to make it so specific that you know, hey, you completed this. This is it. This is the action. This is the step. And I hope you're not just watching this video, bro, and just getting a temporary high. Do something with it. Came across it for a reason. I'm telling you. And if I'm being honest, this video isn't a sign by itself. The decision that you make afterward is what really gives this moment meaning. I'm hoping this video helped you decide. That's the biggest thing, because once you make that decision and you're serious, you're going to feel ready. And you're going to see all those bullshit stories and how they're not true. It's on a deeper level in regards to the signs you receive in life. Sign only changes your life when it changes your decision. Now, bro, you found this at the exact right time, because something in you is ready to stop watching your life from the sidelines. You're ready for the next level, not because your fear has disappeared, but because staying the same no longer feels acceptable. There's too much pain associated with you living another second in your reality, with you tolerating another second the way your life is going. It's time to go all in. Not recklessly, but by giving the dream your consistent work instead of whatever is left from you. You're on the right path. The road can be difficult without being wrong. You can change the route without abandoning the dream. But don't let this become another video that makes you feel something and changes nothing. Before today ends, make one move that proves you heard what you needed to hear. And if limiting beliefs keep convincing you that you aren't ready, capable, or meant for more, I want to help you. Created a tool for you. It's my free audio training called Limitless. Inside, it'll help you identify the beliefs holding you back, expand what you believe is possible, and step into the version of yourself who is willing to go all in. The link is down below.